Bike number 3 of the winter that I'm starting on. So this one's going to be more of a labor of love. It's a 1987 Honda CBR600F, the original 600. And these bikes have such a special place in my heart. They're just some of the coolest bikes you're ever going to see. Homologated for AMA road racing. They were super cool, super successful. They're a really nice, comfortable sport bike. They don't make crazy power. It's an 87, so I can put antique plates on it. It cost me like $100 a year to plate that guy. Actually, it's 43,000 K on this speedometer. And unfortunately, it's had a hard life too. Looks like it's sat outside a lot. The unfortunate thing with these bikes is it's an 87. They were not very popular. They're very rare in Canada, so you're looking at a lot of used parts, which is good and bad. The fairings, it's nice plastic. You can just plastic weld it and do fiberglass, Bondo, whatever you need to do. They're nice and thick. They don't flex anyway, so you're not gonna crack Bondo. But gonna get it looking good again, go through the whole thing. This one is gonna be definitely, these other two, I'm shooting for a month timeline, which is usually what I average on bikes. This one is gonna be, I'm hoping to ride it before next winter because I've got a parts bike coming from out in BC, 12 hours away, that will hopefully have everything I need on it. The guy had bought this thing one day. He said he was drunk on Facebook Marketplace and he wanted a motor for a racing lawn tractor that he was building. So him and his buddies bought it. They tore the motor out of it. He said it was complete other than the fairings were missing. And they rode it around the block, pulled it apart. And then it's sat in his shop for 2 or 3 years. Never done nothing with it other than he bought a new set of carbs with it. So that's super nice. Got some parts in the box here. Looks like a big puzzle. These bikes actually aren't bad. They're pretty simple, and the Honda manuals are really good. They write down to every last nut and bolt, tell you where it goes. And they're not overly complex. They're not nearly as bad as like a touring Harley. But yeah, so we got the motor. The guy was originally just gonna sell me the frame, and I was able to sweet talk him out of the motor as well, because he's basically said it's sat under a table for the last 2 years. He's never gonna get to it, and I assured him that he was right. So he should let me restore this one. Got more parts. Actually, the original nose cone is in good shape. Original mirrors, good shape. Exhaust is rubbed through. Got my radiator, some wiring sitting in my nice tire. Just gonna piece it back together a little bit at a time. Front caliper seized, so that's why it's 3 feet in from the door. Yeah, very nice, comfortable sport bike. Really looking forward to getting on this one, and we'll see. Maybe keep this one for myself because I don't typically keep bikes for myself. Really, that's probably the first exception, my Softail Deuce, that has also been just a labor of love and found the ultra rare parts for that I wanted. So this one will probably be no different. It's just gonna be a back to stock restoration, probably the only model be just a slip-on, probably something custom that I weld, because obviously you're not gonna find a slip-on for this bike anymore, but these bikes are just absolutely incredible. If you ever have the opportunity to sit on one, they're just something about them. Even has the original signal lights that are intact. That's pretty amazing. So mostly complete, just needs some the side fairings, and then you've got some cowling in and over here that fills in these gaps that is missing and is incredibly hard to find. There's like 5 in the world right now on eBay, so yeah. I'm gonna just piece it together little by little, see what she'll do.